What does it take to actually design a building? In this series, I'm taking you behind the scenes of a real architectural project, from understanding the site and client brief to developing ideas, testing plans, solving problems, and refining the design. This is the making of a house, from site to space. Hi, welcome to this site that I'll be working on. It's quite a big site. It's 0.22 hectares. This site has a lot of interesting features and things that I think will be good for the design. First of all, there's a nice terrain. The topography of this site is quite steep. I think that is an opportunity to have some sort of character that will follow the landscape. The sloping terrain helps to also create some nice views on that side. So there are a lot of trees and there's a lot that you can see in the horizon. And I think that will be something that would be great for the design. If you look at this side as well, there's also a nice view on that side. It's a hill where you see a lot of trees, and I think that will be something that could be great for the design as well. When I came to this site, the client stressed on the views, so he talked about these views that I've mentioned that should be part of the design, and I think that's a really good idea. And maximizing those views will sort of create a nice living space in the interiors in the interiors of the house. Oh, and another thing, I asked for a topographical survey of the site, just for me to be able to use the landscape to create the design. If I don't have the topo surface for this site, it's going to be difficult to tailor the design to the site and just be a lot of cut and fill. So that's something that I don't want to do here. As I'm speaking, the client has already sent me that topographical survey, and the gradient for this side from one contour to another is around 500 millimeters. So yeah, it's quite steep, as you can see. What the client said is that he wants a 3 or 4 bedroom house with a gym, an office, dining, a lounge, kitchen and the like, and also something nice would be a swimming pool that would overlook that side. So what I'm thinking of doing with that information is that, looking at this side, I'm thinking that the entry side should be on that side. You could have a parking space that's on that side, and then the house should be this side overlooking those different views. So I could have the lounge on that side overlooking this view and that view. And then I'm thinking of the dining as well to be somewhere in the middle, and then the gym to be somewhere on that side, so that everything, every one of that space will be overlooking that side and also overlooking the swimming pool. And I think with the terrain, creating an infinity pool is going to create a nice view and a nice character, both within the compound and as you cast your eyes over the horizon. So an office, I'm thinking of creating that office on this side so that there is a bit of some privacy. So I'm going to have that office on this side. The other interesting thing is that while we have these views overlooking this side, we also have the orientation of the site. So in the southern hemisphere, there is maximum natural lighting in the northern side of any part of a building. So I'm thinking of using that. So you have maximum natural lighting on the northern side and somewhat diffused natural lighting from the southern side. So I'm going to use that to also inform the design. So that's why I'm thinking of placing the office on this side and the gym as well on that side. Um, for the office, you know that you need a conducive space to work in. And one of the things that does it well for you is the natural lighting. And I think one would be very productive to work in that space. So that's why I'm orienting it in that direction. And as well, somewhat of a garden just to create that ambience or that serenity of the space. It's going to be a double story, so there'll be the ground floor with the spaces that I've talked about: the gym, the lounge, the dining, the office, the kitchen, and I'm thinking of a guest bedroom, as I said, that will overlook that side. And on the top floor, the client says that he wants a family room. So I'm also thinking of having that family room overlooking that view as well. The other thing is that there is a stream down there, and just to prevent flooding, it would be great to create a retaining wall. If you look at there, I think we could create something like that on that side, that would prevent flooding and the like. So there'll be a retaining wall there. So another thing, the client also said that he wants some guest rooms, some guest suites. So I'm thinking of placing those guest suites probably down there. Of course, not close to the stream, but away from the stream, but on the lower level. So those guest suites, I think they're going to be like some bed sitter suites. He was showing me some inspirations from one of the rooms that he he was in Cape Town. I think that's going to be something that's interesting for this site. Now the other thing will be the garden. So where the pool is and the stream is, I think I'm going to use that space to create a really nice garden, uh, so that we could create some sort of continuity from the within the compound to the outer context, the trees and the like. So I think it'll be like a connection between the compound and the wider context. So that's what I'm thinking about for this site, and I'm pretty excited to see how that's gonna come out, and I hope that the client will like it. So I'm gonna be showing you the design process, how I'm going to be making these different choices, just showing you the different changes that are gonna happen, and up to the final design. And I think the character of this site is gonna really bring a pretty interesting design out of this. Yeah.